What is up, YouTube? You ready for this cringe story? All right, let's get to it. So just to protect the identity of my friend, I'm going to call her, um, Megan. I'll just call her Megan. So there was this one time where me, Megan, and I'll call my other two friends different names, Greg and Mary. We all went to hike. So we were hiking, and Greg, he has a lot of energy and he's quite athletic, so he was in the front, and we were all just like trying to catch up and stuff like that. And Mary was right in front of me, but I was like kind of slowing down just so that I could be a little more at Megan's pace. Um, just because I felt a little bad, you know. And so the Megan can be a little strange, and Megan's quite the hippie, so she knows a lot about like nature and loves nature and everything like that. But also, she's a little socially awkward here and there and does a little bit of strange stuff. But she's real cool though. But there was one point while we were hiking where I look back and I don't see Megan anywhere. And I'm like, huh, whatever. She'll probably catch up or whatever. And so then, like, about a few minutes later, next thing you know, I see her next to me, walking next to me. And her mouth is filled with grass, like completely filled. It's like I don't know if y'all have ever seen Ed, and Eddie, and they have like the jawbreaker in their mouth, and like it's filling like one side of the mouth. That's what it was for her, but with grass. Um, and I was looking at her weirdly, and I was like, just about to ask, like, why is there a big ball of grass in your mouth? And but she, I think, could tell, like, by the way I was looking at her, that I was about to ask that question. So she was like, oh, oh yeah, yeah, like, I'm, I'm just sucking the juices out of this, blah, 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 blah. So apparently it's like some kind of grass that you can suck the juices out of. But it was just so strange in the sense that, like, one, it's just random grass she picked up, like, while we were hiking from the ground and puts it literally in her mouth, and she's sucking the juices out of it. And it's like, she looks like a cow or a donkey with all that, like, grass in her mouth. And it was just all so strange and random. But I'll tell you a crazier story than that. It's also real short, but this takes it up another level. Okay. So it was me, Megan, and another friend named, let's say, Kevin is his name, just so I protect his identity. So me, Kevin, and Megan went to go eat wings. This actually happened about a week ago. And the wings were real good. And like, I finished, I was just about finished eating my wings, but Keegan, he wasn't, but Kevin, he wasn't eating any wings. He was just drinking a beer while me and Megan were eating wings. And so then at one point, Kevin asked, "Oh, what's that cracking sound? Do you guys hear that?" And then he realized right after he asked that, like, "Oh, like Megan, are you chewing on the bone or something?" And so Megan ended up saying, so first off, I thought Megan was about to like joke around, saying like, "Oh yeah, like ha ha ha," or I thought she wasn't gonna understand the question. But so it turns out that Megan ended up saying like, "Oh yeah, yeah, like I like chewing and swallowing the bone." And me and Kevin just gave her this weird look. It froze up and we're just like shocked because it was just so strange for many reasons, especially the fact that that's just like so unhealthy and that could like puncture tissue your esophagus or anything. And it's just like, how the hell could that be appealing in any way? Like, I know people that like enjoy chewing ice, which I find that's weird, but that's like an a remotely understandable weird compared to literally chewing and eating and swallowing bones. Oh, okay. So that like from then on, it was just like a little awkward for the next like 5, 10 minutes. I was like a little bit repulsed while continuing to eat the rest of my chicken wings, but yeah, that was quite strange. That's not the first of the strange stuff by Megan, and I'm assuming there's a lot more to come. Another really quick story before we finish up is there was one time my other friend, I'll just call him Brad, he mentioned to me, this was like uh, about a month ago, that Brad mentioned to me how he found out that Megan is casually sleeping in a tent in the backyard of her house. So she lives with her parents, but they live in a nice house in a nice town that's right next door to me. But it's just strange how she's casually living in a tent like for a number of days in a row. And also, it's starting to get cold outside, and there's like mosquitoes that contain the triple E virus, and it's just like I don't know, strange. There's many more strange stories about her, but I just wanted to share those stories real quick. Thank you for listening. Check out my other strange stories. My strange stories can get quite strange, so I recommend you check them out. All right, thank you for listening. Bye bye.